In 2026, Tottenham is yet to win a game in the English Premier League. It is getting scary. I am so concerned for Tottenham and also for Mohammed Kudus. God forbid that Mohammed Kudus and Tottenham gets relegated. It will never happen. But from the way they are playing, it might happen. It might happen that Mohammed Kudus will return from injury and Tottenham will be in the relegation zone. Today, they played against Crystal Palace and lost that game. And that game was an eyesore. To the extent that at halftime, the fans started leaving the stadium. Fans started leaving the stadium. They had had enough of Tottenham and the way they were playing. Currently, if you check the APL table, West Ham has 28 points. Nottingham Forest has 28 points. Tottenham has 29 points. They are just outside the relegation zone with 1 point. They are playing with relegation. Look, if I had the chance, I will buy the Tottenham team and sack all the players. Because as at this point, you can't even blame the coach. They sacked Thomas Frank. We all sat here and said, oh, Thomas Frank was not doing the right thing. Thomas Frank was sacked. And they brought in Igor Tudor. I was hoping and wishing that new manager bounce was going to kick in. But we have not seen that yet. These players are not even playing for the badge anymore. They don't care. The players don't care. Look at today's game against Crystal Palace. It was clear. Today I was hoping that something different. They will do something different and win the game. It will interest you to know that they were the ones who scored first in that game. But that game ended in the first half. Because Crystal Palace won by 3-1 in the first half. Agbena. Case close. Like, this is crazy. What is Tottenham trying to do? What are they trying to achieve this season in the English Premier League? The only good thing going for Tottenham currently is the UCL. But their next opponent is Atletico de Madrid. Even that, Atletico is looking at Tottenham with a funny eye because they know that Tottenham are at their lowest today. Now one will be saying, oh, they picked up a red card. Indiscipline. That is all I'm going to say. Indiscipline. From Christian Romero to Mickey van de Ven. Indiscipline. Because, trust me, red cards are part of football. Sometimes it's not the fault of the player. But sometimes, as a captain of the, as one of the leaders, you need to be wise. You need to wise up. Come on. This is not how Tottenham is supposed to do things this season. This season, I was hoping that with the players they had signed, they would have been doing things differently. Look at the players they signed. Good players. Xavi Simon, Mohammed Kudus. Just name them. Calvin Danso. They had good players. Gallagher. They had good players. But Tottenham is playing like a championship team. That is the honest truth. They are playing like a championship team. That team lacks belief. I believe. I stand on this and say that I believe the only player that can save this team now is Mohammed Kudus. But then he's injured and is going to return early part of May. So are Tottenham going to tell me that they are going to lose game until he returns? Let it make sense. The fans are fed up. I think every single fan that left their home to that stadium would have regretted if they had sat home and eat and sleep. It was far better than going to the stadium to watch Tottenham play because today I saw. What kind of game did they play? What is that? So you can't sit here and say, no, it's the coach's fault. No, at this point, they changed the coach. There's a new coach and the players are still not performing to the best of their ability. It is clear that these players, no. If I had the opportunity, I would, look, I need to start some GoFundMe and I'll buy the Tottenham team, sack all the players. I'll sign new ones. Because these players, they are not serious. They are not serious. As simple as that. Because it's like they know, oh, there's injury with the team, but then right now, the team has no option than to play me. Even if I don't play well, next game, I'm still going to play. That is how some players are feeling. Look at the injuries this team have. If you're a player and you are playing now, don't you take advantage of situations like this and play? You take advantage and show the coach that, look, even if those, key players return, I can still hold that position and play very well. But no. Look, I'm not happy, because if you are talking, it's Kudus that we are talking about. I'm not happy. This Tottenham team, no. We are talking about Starboy. They started the season well. Like, so what went wrong? What went wrong? See, since Mohammed Kudus got injured, this team has failed to win a single game in the EPL. When I told you guys that Kudus was the key, people did not believe. I said it. Kudus is the key. Kudus is the key. I said it that Kudus is the key for Tottenham. People did not believe. Now that he's injured, we are all seeing nobody in that team has the guts to do what Kudus has been doing for the team. As they say, you don't know how important a person is until they leave. We are seeing it now, missing piece. It will shock you that when Kudus comes back and is in the fold, this team would fix back. What is all this? Me chat at the vex so because we are talking about a key player for Ghana. We not go go World Cup. They say, oh, your key player Mohammed Kudus with team Tottenham they are relegated. You self hear that, how you go feel? You understand my point? You self they tell you that matter how you go feel. Look, our players are actually doing well for their club side, though, but their clubs are really failing them. Look at Fatal and Jordan at Leicester City. Look at what is happening there. The rubbish that is happening there. Excuse my language, but there's rubbish happening at the other side too. And then, no, Tottenham, look, you both should be very careful. I know there are a lot of Ghanaians who are emotionally attached to this club just because of Mohammed Kudus. But at this point, like we have had enough of this. And then, what is all this? Guys, let me know what you think about this, because at this point, I don't even blame the coaches anymore. I'm blaming the players. The players have not stepped up enough for me. These players have not stepped up. So you want to tell me that because Kudus is injured, because Achigre is not there, because Madison is not there, Kulisevsky, and all those players who are injured are not around, Jess Spence and go, you can't win a game? Then why were you signed in the first place? This is the time that you take things into your own hands and show all the team. When there is a problem, I'm here. Rely on me. Oh, Tottenham, this is bad. I don't like to you. This is bad. Where things are going, I fear that relegation would be where they would be. Oh. And if they keep on digging themselves very deep, we are getting to the end of the season. It would be very difficult for you to dig yourself up, especially getting to the end of the season. We are left with about a few games to play. 9, 8, 10 games. I stand to be corrected, but few games to play. If they don't do things well, I don't know what else will happen. But Tottenham really are shocking me this season. Look, I can't just wait for their game to play in the UCL against Atletico de Madrid. I just want to see something. I just want to see how they even fare in that game. It looks like winning the Europa League is actually not a good thing for them. It has not really helped them. No, because they don't look like a team that has players to do that. Look, this is so bad. I'm really scared for them. And today, I can't even talk about that game because there's nothing good to talk about. Second half, trust me, Crystal Palace had mercy. Crystal Palace had mercy on this Tottenham team. Because if they had really wanted to discipline them, we would have been seeing some crazy scorelines. Crystal Palace had mercy on Tottenham. As simple as that. But guys, please, this one you have to add your voice. It has to do with our star boy Mohammed Kudus, because this is not how we expected things to go. They were doing fine. All of a sudden, oh, what is this? So guys, let me know what you think about this down below in the comments. This one, dear, it's not good. It's not good at all. My name is Adam. I'll make sure to see you in the next one. Charlie, we go vibe.